U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is on a crunch three-day trip to Asia, where he's set to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Pyeongyang to discuss denuclearization issues. Amid high hopes that talks between the two sides will get rolling again, Pompeo reiterated that the key is building trust. Our Roon-hee starts us off.
Ahead of his fourth trip to Pyongyang, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said North Korea and the U.S. should build trust to realize the commitments made at the Singapore summit. Speaking to reporters en route to his first stop, Japan, Pompeo said developing sufficient trust is important to achieve the end state, as set out in Singapore. In June, the leaders of North Korea and the U.S. signed a joint statement about North Korea working towards the complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. Pompeo also said the date and location of a second possible summit between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and U.S. President Donald Trump may be decided during his visit to the North on Sunday, but it won't be announced right away. When asked about North Korea's Vice Foreign Minister Choi Sun-hee's visit to Russia and China, Pompeo said the U.S. is in constant communication with her. When talks with North Korea go well, he said the countries will sign a peace treaty and China will be part of the process. He added the U.S. welcomes China's efforts to enforce UN Security Council resolutions against the regime and values Beijing's participation in the negotiating process. Pompeo declined to provide details of specific negotiations when asked if the U.S. would agree to North Korea's demands for a declaration to end the Korean War. Straight after his visit to Pyongyang, Pompeo will fly to Seoul later in the day to brief South Korean President Moon Jae-in and Foreign Affairs Minister Kang Kyung-hwa on his talks in the north. Pompeo will then travel to China on Monday. Roon-hee, Arirang News.